So I don't know what this is, but... well, I guess I'll just let it speak for itself. Let's see. No, nothing's happening. There it is.
What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, I wanted to go over Jurassic Park fan film from the guys behind the Dreams game we've been talking about called Jurassic Park Operations, which is currently undergoing some work before it becomes something else entirely because of Universal. But you can follow the progress of that survival horror game in videos I've done before in the past, or from the channel link in the description. But man, today, I really wanted to dive into this one because it's full of the kind of stuff that I think people have been asking Universal to bring to the Jurassic Park franchise for years, and this knocks it out of the park so perfectly that it's hard to miss. One of the biggest things people have said they've wanted from Jurassic World material is for dinosaurs to be present in scary, atmospheric, tension-filled scenes in the movies. When it comes to the franchise, scenes like the Therizinosaurus in Dominion I thought was done really well. The Indoraptor in Fallen Kingdom, and of course Owen Grady diving under the truck in the first Jurassic World, people love that kind of grounded, ominously dark Jurassic content, but we don't exactly get a whole movie made of that. That's not to say everything should be scares and dark and atmospheric 24/7 throughout a 2-hour time span, because obviously you've got to have beautiful dinosaurs doing beautiful things, but come on, man, like this right here, this is how you do it. We just watched it, and to say that it's cool is a gigantic understatement. Harking back to things like Dino Crisis, they even had the T-Rex break through the wall, and even some more recent analog horror content you see today on YouTube. Looks like the fans really love making that stuff. In fact, I've seen a lot of them, and there's one that is Hurricane Clarissa. I don't remember the creator, but it was really cool. It really cool. And I actually just saw the Wokenland, I hope I say that right. They sent me the English teaser for their fan film. Looks great in my opinion. There's a bunch of fun little things I picked up on this video, particularly a poster for Ridley Scott's Alien on the wall, but in short, I think the reason this little short film blew up so quickly the way it did is because this is the kind of cool thing that fans are really hoping to see more of from the actual movies. You know, when it comes to the buildup of Dominion, the release of Battle at Big Rock prompted a lot of us to expect there to be a similar experience to that, only like a full-length 2-hour movie, but they had other ideas in mind. In relation to the short film, by the way, that Chronoticon made, link in the description, as always, the focus is primarily just on a guy who happens to be in the wrong place at the wrong time when the male tyrannosaur that escaped from the SS Venture in the Lost World Jurassic Park was loose in San Diego, and things don't exactly go very well for him. Now, in relation to the Lost World, Chaos Theorem, the team behind the excellent Jurassic World viral marketing, we just did a video on them actually about the proposed project they might be working on. They have actually done their own found footage videos of the Rex loose in the city as well. They're much shorter. It was actually during the scene where it attacked the bus in public. This video showcases a kind of adaptation of a deleted scene where the T-Rex was going to burst through Benjamin's room in the Lost World, which ultimately got cut out of the Lost World Jurassic Park, but they did actually go through with it all on set. There's even behind the scenes stuff of it. Now, in relation to Dominion, believe it or not, Chaos Theorem actually also has done some pretty cool imagery of a Tyrannosaur loose in the real world. It looks eerily cool. It's even based on some of the old Jurassic Park art that we had back in the 90s, and this entire feel right here, man. This short film, the Chaos Theorem stuff, it's right up my alley and something that I think the producers and studios, they should take note of when they make new projects, because can you imagine if they put, like, you know, even $100 million, not all out like they did on the last two Jurassic World movies, just, you know, a little bit of a smaller budget. And imagine if it was set in the 90s, it'd be incredible. Now look, the Lost World Jurassic Park San Diego scene is something most people remember immediately when they think of that movie. And it was probably the basis for what a lot of people expected to be a 2-hour story in Dominion. But this short film is so Jurassic in every little ounce that it exists within this video. It's really hard for me and other fans not to have a good time with it. The build up to the reveal of the dinosaur, the sound design for the neighborhood, the actual tone of the whole encounter. I know it's meant to be taken scary, and it is scary to a degree, but if you watch my Dragon Curve channel, you know I'm all about like suspense and thriller movies. Everything here is so cool and so simple and so down to earth that it makes Jurassic Park feel fun to me again, and a lot of other people too. That's probably the best way I can describe this thing, is it's just fun. This is kind of what the whole threat of dinosaurs getting loose on the mainland was all about, and it even reminds me of that Five Nights at Jurassic World game, if you remember that. As far as the future of the brand goes, I'm actually going to say that a story centered around a full-force neighborhood infestation of the dinosaurs, similar to what we saw in Lost World for about, 2 minutes, only fully fledged and serious, actually the whole crux of the situation, if that was the whole thing. That kind of sounds like it would make for a really interesting encounter with the animals. As a kid, when I would think of dinosaurs loose on the mainland, the idea would usually be something much more like big and serious in scope, but it also looked like a small suburb at night with a vast array of species everywhere. A triceratops overturning a car, a tyrannosaur attacking a house, velociraptors hunting people in the street, and something like a Dilophosaurus or Pachycephalosaurus being captured by a group of engine guys on pest control. You could have a Spinosaurus like creep around the side of a 2-story house, or maybe even a Brachiosaurus hit a power line. That stuff is cool, and of course military, or at the very least National Guard level people would get involved, but that doesn't really do the whole thing justice, because you can't open fire in a neighborhood like that willy-nilly, and dinosaurs could evade things in fun ways. It's not non-stop horror, but it is the definition of chaos and consequences to actions being made. It also puts protagonists directly in the center of a situation that's much more grounded and less gigantic in scope, if you know what I mean, as far as like all over the world. This short film and the image from Chaos Theorem kind of nailed the tone perfectly for me personally, because it's such a serious threat to have oversized animals loose in unique situations like this that it becomes evocative of the main road attack scene, or even the Tyrannosaurs finding the trailers before they push it over the cliff. I saw this one guy react to the Lost World. Bro, where have you been living? You've been living under a rock, dude. He watched Jurassic Park and the Lost World for the first time recently, and his reaction, dude, it made me laugh so hard. I was having a ball.
Oh, Billy gone.
Where's the goat?
Throw it towards the bathroom. He deserved to die. I ain't gonna lie, this kind of badass.
Horse? Carnivore? Huh? No.
Hey, man. He looked like he smelled like Grizzly long cut wintergreen. Hey, girl, you better pick yourself up. I ain't coming to get you.
This is why I love Jurassic Park. It's why I think a lot of you guys love it too, and it just reminds me of so much of that era around the first two movies leading up to Jurassic Park 3. It's just extremely fun, and look, I thought all of you guys would have fun with it too. What I really want this series to do is just redirect its focus into that kind of feel. If you remember all the trailers and commercials for stuff like The Ride, Warpath, even the toys, dude. The toys back then had some scary commercials for them. I really think, like, watching stuff like this, it makes me smile, and it's why I love Jurassic Park. Anyways, guys, those are all just my own thoughts and opinions on the subject matter. What do all of you think about this darker Jurassic Park stuff, and would you like to see more of it from Universal? I know I would. I remember the last day I actually worked at Domino's Pizza was on a Super Bowl Sunday, believe it or not, in 2018, and it was when the Indoraptor commercial was coming through the door to attack Maisie. I was like, they're doing it! They're doing it! They're finally doing what I've always wanted to see. And, you know, here we are 5 years later. But hey, whatever your own thoughts and opinions happen to be, guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm smiling right now. I'd love to hear all about them in the comments down below. Now, before I go, I'd like to thank all of my game wardens and engine executives, as well as all of my park workers and engine hunters as well. You've all helped my channel immensely, and I'm incredibly grateful for all of that support. Now, I'd like to thank you all for watching today's video and hope that you enjoyed the content. If you feel like I deserve it, I'd appreciate the like and hope that you all consider subscribing. I'll see you all in the next video, guys, and as always, take it easy.